You need better stocks. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation.
Well, you folks at home can see the evidence. Snow and supposedly a few inches yet to fall here at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Young wasting no time, right to the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now here's Young. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith brings him down in the pass rush.
Not the start you're looking for offensively. Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Young now. Under pressure, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. Going right side here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Young. He's got Mingo. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo, 29 yards. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's got some space here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hurts throwing complete to Smith. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, when you're facing a receiver like this, you always come into a game thinking, we've got to put our best corner on him. We've got to find a way to get him off his routes, limit his touches. But that plan not working too well on this opening drive. That's already 2 catches for him, and this one, good for a 1st down.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the Panthers' 15-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown. A 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. But no problems there. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one's on Anfield. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
To throw on second down is Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there. And the defense was ready to jump in and deny it. And they did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. They've come to this point and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is certainly doing well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Once again, it's Swift. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 59 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if we can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
At the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. This is caught, and they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Extra point attempt here still to come. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. Think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2nd and 9. They'll run right here with Swift. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 98 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
First down, and they go with Swift again. Down the sideline he goes. He's on his way. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st and 10, Young. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now the try here for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Young. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On the double. Black Ultra. Yeah, let's go. Strike. Check strike. You don't play. Come on, let's play like a team. Ready.
First down, Young. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
A loss of 9 yards. It's Second down.
Final play of the half, Young. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step. Taking it right down Broadway. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, 196 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. And they're going to speed things up here. Young on 3rd down. He throws there incomplete.
You can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
On second down, Swift. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They go play action with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This will be fielded at the 17. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one's turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And the Panther 1st down.
It's Young on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
A 28-yard gain. 1st down, Carolina.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2. Young to throw it. Rolling to his... And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. You try to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll run here on 3rd and goal, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jonathan Mingo with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Panthers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Baby, this is what you get paid for.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Able to avoid him. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick 1st down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, Big Ben will remember the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He had to run them into submission.
Wave the white flag. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Swift. to stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation.
And they're going to score again. Yeah, touchdown as they just added their totals. Now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just added on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, Young. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Really a 4th pick of the ball game. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Young to throw on 4th. That is caught. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Young looks to throw on 1st down. That's caught by Mingo right side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Again, it's Young. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Young. And that is incomplete. At this point, you have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
4th down, Young. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in the... And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards. And Mr. Reliable shows those legs again here in the playoffs.
And what do coaches tell us all the time? In the playoffs, the team that runs the football well will win the game and ultimately be a champion. They're trying to prove that fact today.
Setting the tone on the ground.